last you would have seen this car, T-Peps was working on it. We put this T-fitting in. So that's all done. Bolt it back on the dyno, and now we're gonna do our test to see if our fuel pressure drop has resolved itself. And then if that's good, and the data looks good, we'll put some ethanol in and see how far we can push. Just put some ethanol in the tank. Started with an E30 mix. Just kind of see what happens, and yeah, it was a really good result overall. The logs look great. Minimal correction in short term, which we've just tweaked, and then I'm gonna put E50 in it. Yeah, so from pump 93 to E30, we picked up everywhere, like even spool improved, which is great. So peak power, we picked up about 32 horsepower and 43 foot-pounds of torque. But if you come round, you can see we picked up spool, and then we pretty much picked up the entire graph. This is the same boost, by the way. We've locked in boost, we're just adding time in. So yeah, like 30 here, and then like out the back. Whoop. Ah! Sausage fingers, go away. Yeah, so like 28, so 30, and then same for horsepower. All through here is between 25 and 30 horsepower, so really good. So I'm just gonna flash it, throw in a little bit more ethanol, another 20%. Boost is still locked, and we add a little bit more timing. And fingers crossed, everything stays in the stays together, because it's quite a lot of power for a little 1.8 that's totally stock. Engine, I should preference that. Today we have a 2019 Golf R on the dyno. It was here previously. It originally came in, it's a stock turbo car, so IS38, but the customer put in a low pressure pump. It was something from EQT, upgraded module, and then he did MPI with 980cc injectors and a flex fuel sensor, and it had EQT 5-bar map sensors in it, which was a bit of an unusual one. Not something we had done before, so that's why we brought the car in. Doesn't need upgraded map sensors for a stock turbo, but he was future-proofing because he does eventually want to go to a hybrid. So right now we're just utilizing and maximizing the setup that we have. So we did the pump gas tune a little while ago. Didn't really add any power, pretty much maxed out on what the turbo can push, which is about 1.8 bar. Anything above that you do risk snapping the shaft. We're octane limited, so we made, I think it was 350 horsepower at the wheels, which is pretty standard for one of these on pump 93. Then roll forward to today, we've developed the flex fuel for this box code, so that's what we're working on today. It's going to be, we had a little bit of pump gas in there. We're going to add a little bit more ethanol, and then we'll start blending like an E30, E35, and then step up to like E50. I suspect that we'll probably be pretty close to maxing out the setup at around E40. Like, we'll probably won't gain any more ignition timing above 16 degrees on E40, and obviously we can't really push much more than 1.8 bar on the turbo. You don't need full EA85 on these. Like E40, you'll probably max everything out in terms of like the engine hardware, but the flex fuel will give you the flexibility of being able to just go to the pump and go. Doesn't matter what the blend is, or just pump in, you know, regular gas, and it'll just self-adjust. So that's basically what we're working on. And then he'll probably leave the car like that for a while. We'll probably have it back when he wants to do a hybrid turbo. It's on our stage 2. We're just gonna do a quick stage 2 tune verification and see if we can squeeze anything more out of the car. We'll upload those files to InstaTune so everyone can have them. We're finished. That was short and sweet today. So yeah, I was just doing a quick tune revision for the facelift GTIs. We started out at 293 horsepower and a pretty flat torque graph. This is kind of usually how we like to make the graphs look, as nice and flat. So 318 foot-pounds is what we started at, and we picked up 8.5 horsepower, so final peak number was 301, a peak foot-pound of 337, so that's about a 20 foot-pound gain. So nice little stage 2 revision for all the GTI owners that have a facelift model. So yeah, hopefully Sam will enjoy that little bit more pep and his new pops. So like 93 octane to E30. Hold that thought. I'm gonna go close the door.